Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. No reveals, legends information today. It's just a Twitter reveal. But surprise, surprise, this actually isn't the first reveal. Legends did us the favor of leaking the character 2 days beforehand. So let's not even waste any time. There's no shock. There's no awe. It's Golden Frieza in 17. If you manage to dodge these leaks somehow, I genuinely applaud you. So I guess as far as this video goes, we are simply just looking at the animations. And then we'll read the kit after. You know how this goes. So basically, we just want to see what the character looks like. New supporter, it's Bobbity, who's shocked. This is the one thing I would say that they didn't even spoil. Oh, what the fuck? You lose the Rising Rust Ridge, there's a chance to overturn the result. So he's Baba.
Super Saiyan 3 defeated.
So he's literally Baba. Okay, I guess. I mean, I'm glad they're not doing any more insane supporter mechanics. I guess you can just keep repeating these other ones. I mean, I have no problem with any of them that are not the combo stoppers. Combo stoppers are the worst ones. Less of those, the better. Universe 7 is cornered. This OST? All right. Guess it's time to up the two of us. Or I guess it's up to the two of us. All right, 17 in Golden Frieza. I do like this character pick, by the way. All right, cover change. Looks like a strike one. Frieza blue card. The Rock's mat. Ooh. Hold on. Yo. That's got to be a green. All right, legend action goes down. Oh, my God. Frieza's doing him dirt. All right. I wonder what the LF's going to be. Dude, I've been waiting for another 17 low. Whoa, these animations are fire. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's from when Goku. Okay. I didn't expect him to use that. Dude, look at Frieza's aura. Yo. They did not do any of this. Into the death. Yo.
You didn't just slow them down, you brought them to their knees.
Because if I failed, I knew you'd do it.
That was a sick ass LF. That was hold. It was the fuck? Is this the 3,000 players thing? They had the nerve to put Bergamo and his niggas in the back. Bro, get this shit out of my way. Listen. I'm going to be... First reactions, of course. But would I really be Slaybix if I didn't start with a little hyperbole? That is probably a top 5 LF in the game. That was probably a top 5 legendary finish in the game. That was awesome. That was actually awesome. I need to see that again. Dude, fuck every other... Okay, we'll watch them all again. Okay, I was going to say fuck every other animation. Those were obviously also good as well. It's just so weird, though. Because it's like... You guys... Like... Let me say this. Let me pause it real quick, actually. It's like you guys had this shit in the bag. Good character pick. The animations, especially that LF, are incredible. And you niggas fumbled it because for some reason you can't stop leaking your characters. Specifically Universal Survival Saga characters. Super weird. This is awesome. I really like this character visually. I hope they're good. I'm sure they're going to tweet out the kit here in a bit and we'll read it together. I actually really like 17's animations as well. This one where it looks like Jiren elbows him and he like falls back out of the explosion. Oh, that's so good. It's so right here. That is such a good animation, bro. Listen, we've been playing Legends for many years now. And we've all seen, this is basically just to up the character even more. We've all seen the animation where, you know, the character does their blue and the camera just simply rotates behind them. I mean, obviously it's standard. No need to change it up. But like... My guy, just look at how much more dynamic this is, bro. boom, and he just spirals out. That's just such a cool way for him to roll out back to neutral. I really like that. I really like that. Wow. And then, dude, like, I can glaze this for a while, man. Like, money shot. Money shot. Money shot. This is incredible. Look at Frieza's aura. Now, here's my thing. Why doesn't Frieza have the aura the whole time? Y'all would have got even more infinite glaze if the Frieza model just had that aura just in general. These animations are incredible. Look at, bro. This is crazy. Dude, and then 17 joining in and then comboing this thing. Bro, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, Frieza did none of that. Guys, you want to talk about Frieza? Bro, 17 just used his shields. He used his barriers to make gauntlets. And he is smashing on Jiren. Look at this. He's double. Bro, he's dual wielding. Look, can you guys see that? He's dual wielding shield gauntlets. This is so cool. This is so cool. And then Frieza does a death ball? And then, just when you think, okay, Frieza's gonna finish it, 17th, that's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the MVP. Even though I did tweet like a year ago that I would argue Golden Frieza was low-key MVP of Determinate Power, that's a different debate. That's why he's the MVP. He doesn't stop contributing. Just when you think this LF's gonna end with just Frieza's death ball blowing them up, 17 jumps in and they blow him up together. Wow. That was incredible.
I failed. I knew you'd do it.
That was incredible. And let me go ahead and say, because they're talking about it in the chat, this unit looking this good retroactively just made Shallot an even worse anniversary pick. Because why didn't you guys go this hard for Shallot? Why didn't you give Shallot anything like this? These niggas did not do that. They did not do half of that. They gave Shallot a common rider kick and his blue card. Yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah, these are fucking awesome. 10 out of 10 animations. I don't think anybody will argue with me on that. I don't think that's a controversial take. 10 out of 10 animations. They killed that. That was awesome. 10s to the animation team. 10s to them. All right, here we go. Oh, what? Whoa. They're a support type. The first legend support type, 17 and Golden Frieza join the fight. All right. Support allies based on the number of times hit by enemy arts when returning to standby. Okay, so support allies, but increase all enemy arts cost and restore ally health when hit one or more times. Buff allies damage and reduce enemy ki by 100 when hit 3 or more. Am I tripping? Hold on. When hit 3. So if they get hit 3 times and then you switch them out, that takes the enemy's ki by 100 while also raising their arts cost and restoring your allies' HP. That's fucking annoying. Change to release type after a tag switch and unleash a devastating combo. Charge the unique gauge by tag switching to change it to release type when full. When in release type, you'll gain an 80% damage increase. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Oh yeah, I didn't even catch that. No, you guys are right. Yeah, this is the fuck you UVB ability. This is the we hate UVB ability. This is obviously the only thing you can really do to UVB is increase his arts cost and take his key. That's literally all you can do to him. So what did they give these two niggas? They're blue, by the way, if you didn't see that at the bottom. Or at least 17 is blue. Is Frieza a different color? We'll jump ahead a little bit just to see. Yes, Frieza is green. Frieza is green, so they're green and blue on some Goku Bardock shit. Green and blue. I'm not mad at that. More green plus characters is a good thing. All right, outstanding disruptive and defensive capabilities. Damage guard is increased by 70 when an enemy activates special move, ultimate, awaken, arts, or rising rush. Has a blast card with armor break. Excellent starter ability focused on support. The starter ability includes endurance and ally health restoration up. Plus, it nullifies ally attribute downgrades, abnormal conditions, both up to 3 times on top of providing a damage buff. Yo, that's pretty good. Dude, is this unit also the fuck you Chalet unit? Because you can't faint with that, right? I'm not bugging. If they're nullifying abnormal conditions on standby, you can't faint anyone on the team. That's how I'm interpreting that. All right. Of course, they have blast armor on strike. Who doesn't get that these days? They get 10% damage on strike and blast when they use them for 20 counts. So they stack a little bit. While not an effect on blast attacks in general, this character has a blast arts card with armor break. It's a held card, which means other characters can use it too. And they nullify endurance on their blue cards, okay? Unique gauge is release type, cancel enemy buff effects. Okay. I really do like that mechanic with the gauge where it's wait, so what's the gauge at first? What is the gauge at first? Is it defensive? It's probably a defense gauge, and then when you switch, it turns into a release. That's a cool way to do that on a tag unit. Anyway, let's see his green card. Cancels attribute and abnormal conditions on activation. Reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 1 on hit. 2 times. Twice. Oh, wow. Okay, so you also get key 50. You heal all your allies 10% on greens? All enemy health restoration minus 25 for 10 counts. I mean, I'm really impressed at this unit. How many support units have we seen in the game actually have like some valuable support and disrupt and buffing their allies? It's usually a 50-50 coin flip. Tag switch to Golden Frieza. Blast arts damage will be greatly increased for a limited time. So when you switch to Frieza, you draw a blast guaranteed, and your blast art damage plus 50%. All enemy damage received plus 20%. Holy shit. So if you switch to Frieza with that release gauge, on top of him making enemies take more damage, on top of him upping his blast damage. Okay, so you definitely want to fill the gauge, like the defense gauge is 17, and then swap to Frieza for the offensive, which makes sense. That's literally how those two would fight anyway. All right, starter ability. Android 17 has endurance, support allies with effects like nullify, ally attribute downgrade. Okay, we know about that. Oh, these are good. These are, well, obviously we need to see their stats, but damage 340, damage guard 320, key recovery 70%, draw speed 1, 40% recovery endurance, ally damage 20%, ally universe rep Android. So they just support all allies anyway, but then they put a little extra on top if you're uni rep Android or lineage of evil. Ally health restoration plus 15%. Damn. Nullify ally attribute normal conditions both up to 3 times. Your switch gauge charges on every enemy confrontation, making it easier. Oh, so they have a confrontation gauge. Okay. It's a confrontation gauge that then turns into a release gauge. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's a switch gauge. Okay, so like Goku and Bardock. Got it. It's a switch gauge like Goku and Bardock. Charges on every confrontation, making it easier to perform tag switches. Plus, you support allies based on the number of time hit by enemy arts. Okay, we know about that. All right, I want to read this one more time. On return to standby. Yeah, have you been hit 3 times? Allied damage 30%, enemy key minus 100. 20 counts and uncancelable. Notice that this is, am I crazy? This is not one time only, is it? This resets. I think you can do this infinite times. This doesn't seem to have any limit. As long as you switch them out and switch back in, you can do this again. I mean, I don't need to tell you that taking all your enemies' key and buffing the shit out of your allies is pretty valuable. While not defeated, an enemy activates special move, ultimate, awaken, arts, rise and rush, damage guard 70. Okay, we know about all that. Okay, when it goes into release type, 80% damage, draw speed 1, overdrive gauge charge rate plus 50, and protect key uncancelable. Key lower protection just the whole time the gauge is in release. And it's not like they're not also getting 50% overdrive gauge. So most times you'll be using the overdrive gauge instead of using your own key. This character is very good so far, seems like. And that was only Android 17. All right, and they're double offense for Unirep Android or Lineage of Evil. Okay, strike and blast cards seem the same for Frieza. Same with the blue card, and a little different in the green card. Some of this stuff is the same, like the cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, ally percent, except Frieza gives us Dragon Balls instead of takes them away. And then that's pretty much the only difference between them. And I think nullify special cover change. I think 17 didn't have. Oh no, he did as well. Okay, so that's the only difference. 17 steals Dragon Balls, Frieza gains them, or not steals them. 17 deletes them for the enemy, Frieza gains them for us. Okay. All right, when you switch to 17, Golden Frieza boosts his strike arts. They just seem to have really good synergy between each other. 17 and Golden Frieza. All right, they've got 2 buff cancels shared between 17 and Golden Frieza against Ultimate, Awakened, or Rising Rush. On return to standby based on, okay, so same thing here for Frieza. Pretty much the rest of the kit, other than those small differences we looked at, are pretty, they're kind of clones of each other for the most part. Yeah, look at this release type gauge. Yeah, the gauge stuff is literally exactly the same. And his legend activation, or his legend action, is high area to low. You get key, ally special move damage. Also, if you need gauge is release type, you destroy a card and then draw a special move. Okay, so also if you're in release type, then you also just get a blue. That's always convenient, the characters that get their blue on legend action. Let me see 17's legend action real quick. Same with him. Okay, he also gets a blue ally special move damage. Yep. Okay, bet. And it's also high to low. Yeah. It goes without saying, Legend 17 and Golden Frieza, not only do their animations look really good, this kit looks really good. Outside of the leak, this is looking to be a pretty solid Legend release. So shout out to the Legends team, animation team, kit team. Seems like you both did your thing with this one. And you guys know that we will be summoning for these fellas later tonight. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about Android 17 and Golden Frieza. And with that being said, my friends, as always, it's your boy Slaybix, signing off. Later.